they drive or what's in their pocket. If you walk up to a female and just tell her hello, they turn their nose and frown up at you like you called them a hoe. They look at you like you strange and start playing little games. But if I roll up in the Benz, they whole attitude will change. They don't want a man, they rather have a trick instead. Can't approach unless I got some money glued to my head. I see them at the club, I see them at the mall, 9 scenes like they everywhere, man. I even see them in my dreams. I'ma call it out on sight until I bring it to light.
Lil, you mad because she ain't give you enough.
You damn right, but on the real it's the truth. Cause your survival solution ain't nothing but a form of low budget bootleg prostitution. The same baller with the car, the same baller with the cash. I'll be the same dude that's stomping a mud hole up in your ass. You a paper hound, fiending for ends, masturbating off 100s, 50s, 20s and 10s, chasing money, fame, jewels, shopping sprees and food. But when it come to tricking, baby, I just ain't that dude. You a paper hound, you way out of line. Even when you got your own, you still trying to get mine. Chasing money, fame, jewels, shopping sprees and food. But when it come to tricking, baby, I just ain't that dude. You walk around like you a virgin, I know what you about. So much other dirt in your closet, the skeletons moved out. See, I know she pack a shovel, I ain't trying to save her. I know she roaching hell, I feel like I was doing her a favor. See, I don't mind being a gentleman and lending a shoulder. But where I draw the line is when you try to beat and get over. Why go to Papa those and spend 50 on all that bull? When we can drop 10 at Timmy Chan and both get full. See, I was at the stop and go buying some chips in the coat. Saw a nice looking female, I approached and spoke. She looked at me like I'm crazy, didn't even reply. I walked away and went and got what I was in there to buy. When it was time to pay for my stuff, I pulled out a stack. When she saw that, she immediately hopped on my sack. Gave me a number, told me that she wanted to show me her skills. But what she didn't know, that cash was for my rent and my bills. You a paper hound, fiending for ends, masturbating off 100s, 50s, 20s and 10s, chasing money, fame, jewels, shopping sprees and food. But when it come to tricking, baby, I just ain't that dude. You a paper hound, you way out of line. Even when you got your own, you still trying to get mine. Chasing money, fame, jewels, shopping sprees and food. But when it come to tricking, baby, I just ain't that dude. You got the kindest thing for everything up under the sun. Others feel like if you take them out to dinner, they won. Me and K.O., we was rolling, you ain't think we saw your face. I saw you get off the bus and walk inside the welfare place. The only money making scheme of your own that you practice is when you let somebody else carry your kids on their taxes. I won't sweat you, I bet you take me straight out if I let you. Pay your bills and take you shopping, slow down, damn, I just met you on the cut. Just in my car, I can't understand them. As if you used to ride around town in Bentleys and Phantoms, looking for a dude to hand her money like you was a bum. My daddy grew up with your mama, now see where you get it from. I was mobbing with my partners, and you tried every one of us. Girl, you need to take your ass to Gold Diggers Anonymous, cause it's spreading like a virus in and out of the hood. They digging silver, tin, aluminum, brick, copper, and wood. You a paper hound, fiending for ends, masturbating off 100s, 50s, 20s, and 10s, chasing money, fame, jewels, shopping sprees and food. But when it come to tricking, baby, I just ain't that dude. You a paper hound, you way out of line. Even when you got your own, you still trying to get mine. Chasing money, fame, jewels, shopping sprees and food. But when it come to tricking, baby, I just ain't that dude.